EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The first-round pick from April's draft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're going off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Now a 2nd and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard, it's 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Brown 80. We go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Allen going to run with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight 1st downs. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
12 more yards there and another 1st down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. So quit my wonder cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Keep setting up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just...
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And they can't bring him down. He's still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this out only to about the 22. Ball in a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Oh, a heck of a move. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
To the air, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. 3rd and 4. Now Allen. That is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A short throw to Ingram. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run forward with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 95 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Nick's going to keep this himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, 35 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Bills' 1st down.
From midfield, here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Cook up the gut. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
Now Allen going to change it up.
13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Shakir holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And the Bills 1st down.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
22 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to throw that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Allen going to change the look here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
And now they'll shift things around. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw is Nix. Well, this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'd be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 81 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Round 80! What's that?
Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
To kick off for Buffalo.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down.
To throw, here's Nix. Man Sutton, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Throwing Nix. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's the option. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Touchdown! Danny Gray from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Allen going to run with it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the tight end goes in motion left. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Allen now looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Actually going to throw it here. Allen going to run with it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 75. And they are able to add on to their advantage. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Rodgers. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.